Yo, ratings! This is garthrs, the tireless adventurer, with another episode of Space Engineers, and this update is special because we have a remote ship control, timer block, gravity and sensor field view, relayed ore detector, and one more thing. Where is it? Ore detector, relay, timer block. Okay, now we got it all. And sensor blocks will now detect stations. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Let's Play, because let's, as in you and I, we're going to play it together. I got a few new mods in here. I haven't played with them very much at all. A majority of them are emotes, so it should be fun. If you see a bomb technician running, follow him. United States Air Force ammo troop. I just said that last episode, didn't I? Oh, that's funny. I actually know a guy who said that, though. And their little insignia was like a bomb with a fire coming out of it, I believe. And their motto was, "If you ain't ammo, you ain't hurt." So it was pretty cute. It was pretty funny. Come on now. I'm trying to go, but you won't go. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to turn on our light because I died. Over here. I died. That's me. I'm dead. I flew into it. It was getting a little bit glitchy, and I flew into the wall and died to death. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to access this right here. And we're going to go to the K, and we're going to go down here to sensors, which I'm going to show you this, what the things that I've done. And we're going to turn them on the HUD so that they display on the HUD. Now remember, you got to have an antenna for this stuff to work. And then we're going to go show sensor field range, and we're going to be happy with that. We're going to go. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs, and we're going to notice there's a little red block right here. This little red block is the sensor. It's on the other side of the door. It detects me. The door opens, and when I leave, it closes. The way I did that was effectively setting up two door functions, CP door and CP door 1. I put them on closed on the in and out. So when I enter the field, it toggles it from open to close. And when I exit the field, it toggles it from open to close. For some reason, you can't put the same item, same function on that hotbar. So there is that. These lights are still blinking and annoying the crap out of everybody. And you'll notice that back here, I've moved these around a little bit. There was only one, and one on the inside, one on the outside. What I did is I made two of them. So let's just go ahead and figure that out. And to do that, I'm going to show you another function that hasn't been incorporated, the remote ship control. So we're going to come over here. We're going to hit that. Now I did put a antenna on Toothless, but he's currently turned off. I forgot about that. He has to be on. I turned him off like an idiot. Come on now. So let's get up here and turn you on. Whoa, I just flew right past you. Sorry, Toothless. There we go. Turn you on. Now we'll exit. Yeah, you can't access a ship if it's powered down there because, of course, obviously, its antenna is not working. So let's go ahead and jump in here so I don't run out of energy while I'm doing this. Go to K, drop down small ship, go to remote control. Why do I have control here? Oh, it must be because the range on the antenna isn't enough. Let's see, antenna. Let's turn that range up a little bit more. Maybe that'll do it. Remote control. Wonder why that's not allowing me to do that. I can do it from like right here, which is crazy. I was just doing it not too long ago. Remote control. See, I can do it from here. And now you notice I have some things down at the bottom. I hit 1 for my camera view. And I hit 9 for my rear camera view. And you can see all I have to do is unlock this, drop down a little bit, and then I can start backing up. That's right. And when I get to the back here and it detects me, the two doors open. And I can back out. And while I'm backing out, I go to front view. And you'll see that once I leave the field, the doors close again. You're like that. And then I can fly away and run away forever and never come back. The only thing is I can't control the, I don't know, I might be able to. No, I can't. Let's see, do I have any of these up here? Oh, I do. Let's try that one. See if that works. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. I couldn't get that before because I had all those emoticons in the way. Or emotes in the way. So now I can fly over here, do some mining, and I don't have to listen to that horrible drill sound. Downside is you got the drill going there. Now I can just look at my butt. I'm just looking at my butt. That's all I'm doing. And when I'm done, I can back out. Turn around like this towards my ship. And then I can just hit T to leave. And there I am. So that's that easy. That's what the remote control is. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a remote control on this guy, who currently already should have an antenna in him. We just need to find a place to put a remote control that is tactically a good location. So let's just go up a little bit, unlock our things and go up a little bit and see if we can put one on the bottom. We might have some places on the bottom to put one. We do, right there, 8. Come on now. There we go. All right, so with a remote control, you'll note when I put it down here that it has an angled side. And that angled side is the top forward section. So this, where my mouse pointer is, or that cursor, that is the front. That is the top at the other angled section. If you put it like that, your controls will be sideways. Forward will still be forward, reverse will still be reverse, but like right will be down and left will be up. So you don't want to do that. Get Stanky, get up. All right, so that's forward. So we want to put that right. What am I missing? These interior plates. For a small ship, there's not really a lot to these. So let's go to production, small, and go to, I believe it's right there. It's like, that's it, right there. That's the components for a small ship. And since I died, I don't have any stuff on me. All right, so let's just put that one right there. Boop, like that. And we'll totally do this. Now the downside with putting a remote control on a fighter is your camera view is static. You can't look around. So what I'm thinking about doing is quite possibly putting a few of these cameras on it. I think right here would be a good place for a camera view. Man, is my inertia dampeners off? Yeah, they were off. I was like, why am I just going forever? Because you're a boob, Garth. That's why. Alright. I didn't want to do that. Don't be a jerk face. And we'll put another one, and we'll match the color. Like that. Yeah. And then we'll put the camera block right there. I need steel plate and computer. Steel plate and computer. Boop. Alright, I need one steel plate. No, that's not a steel plate. I need one steel plate and one computer. I'll normally grab them 10, but I don't feel like doing the alt-click thing. So we'll put one here. This will, of course, be camera 1 because it's the first one we put on. And then we'll put another camera on this side. And we'll put another camera on this side. Like that. So now we have 3 cameras. So we can look forward, left, and right. I don't know if we need one in the back, but just in case, let's put that. Perfect. All right, so now we got 4 cameras on this puppy. And, well, I need 2 more computers before we have 4 working cameras on this puppy. Yeah, perfect. Couldn't be happier. That's probably why I died earlier, because my inertial dampeners were off. Or maybe they weren't, and I'm just really bad at flying in space. Alright, so this thing has an antenna. We saw it when we ripped the fin up. So let's go up front. I don't know why I wasn't able to access it from here. I should be able to access it. Stingray. Remote control. Now, see, I can control this one. I don't even know. Alright, so we go to G. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our cameras, or 4 views. This is going to be forward view. That was left view. This is right view. And this is rear view. And I believe that should be good. Uber thrust. Yeah, let's toggle off and on. It's currently off. So now we can go to forward view, left view, right view, rear view. So now we can come up a little bit and back up. The doors will open when it detects us. Perfect. I'm loving the way this works. Now you don't have to keep the sensor views on. I just put them on for testing purposes for you guys, and when I initially got it set up. Alright, so now let's just turn. Let's turn our super engines off, or on. Grab our Gatling guns and our missiles and run out. There we go. And run out and see what we can get into. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Wonder what the missiles does. Missiles do? Pew! Boom! I blow everything to smithereens. And this thing is fast. So fast. It's beside you. Come back around. You like that? Role playing. I'm the king of role playing. Let's turn those super engines off, because I don't want to fly for a freaking week. And then we'll come back in here. I do believe that those doors shut behind me. Yeah, they did. So we just come up like this. Cruise in just until we reach the, or breach the, sensor range. And pause. Till the door comes open. I don't know how much forward I am of my camera, so if we bump here in a second, that's why. And then we just come in. And like I said, there might be a bad camera position. Oh yeah, there we go. And I got to line the red stripes up. That's good. I like that idea. And then we can just get out. And get out. And go see how we parked. See how crappy it was. See, we don't even have to leave our seat to protect ourselves. And that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Alright, remote control. That is good. The only downside is you don't have a lot of that audio feedback. But then again, you know, that's not really necessarily that bad of a thing. So let's go ahead and hit K, turn you off a HUD, and turn you off a HUD. Now I did lose one mod, but I can't figure out what it was, because when I went to the mod list, it was just a random string of numbers, and it said it couldn't recover. And I looked around my ship and I didn't see anything that was mod-like that was missing. You know what I mean? So, but there is that. Okay, so we've covered remote ship control or detector info relayed through antennas. And you're like, okay, hold on a second. how do we do that? Let's go to our other ship, which is this one right here. Go down to ore detector, which is right there. Broadcast using antenna. So now we can pick up what our ore detector can pick up via our antenna. So we know where stuff is. And we don't even have to go anywhere anymore ever to do anything ever. Because we could just stay on our ship and be the kings of everything forever. And I could say ever like 48 more times and still be, in my opinion, well within my reason and rhyme. So let's just go ahead and go to remote control. And now I can control the ship, which is strange. I couldn't control it before, but I can control it now. And we can do our mining and do our manual drop off. I probably will need to throw a camera back by the poopers. I have one right here. But, oh wait, I remember now. Okay. Press T to exit camera view. Okay, I don't want to do that. So let's fly up here and see if we can go about dumping our ores successfully with third-person control. That's not really third-person control. Where are we at here? Is it up front? It is up front. All right, so what we want to do is come in this way, like that. Go to our rear camera and scroll up, because your controls are still the way they were before. And then we want to turn this way, because remember, everything's backwards now. Oh. All right, and remember, our poopers are south of our cameras. And everything is backwards. It's a little bit confusing. So we want to go up now. And back. And up. And back. And we should see our lights come on here in a second. Because we're right above our, yep, we're right above our thing. So now we can hop out of here. And hop out of here. And go outside and see how we lined up. See how well we lined up here. Not too shabby, actually. And we got gravity here, so all we have to do really is come into here, hit K, control panel on the small ship, and go to poopers, and put the blocks on. And they should start pooping out. Perfect! Alright, so we got that worked out. That was actually fairly easy. I thought that was going to be hard. Ore detection info relayed through antennas. Remote control your thing. Shoot, man. We're in there. Sensor block detect station. Did I show you that one yet? Probably not. How can we do that? You know, I could put a sensor block on this puppy. I could. Control poopers off. Boom. All right, and let's put a sensor block right here. I don't know if I can get in there or not. Might have to put it right there. I could totally put it right there, but we want gray. And then we'll put the sensor block right there. Sensor block. Let's turn it around so that at least it's facing up. Oh, I need construction components to build sensor. I don't have to go inside because everything's connected. We're all connected. All right, so we need construction components. Let's take 10 of them. They're not connected? How are they not connected? Everything should be connected. There we go. Got a few of them's. Perfect. Gonna need a few things for this, I'm sure of it. Detector component 1. That's what we need. Detector component 1. This one takes forever. Holy moly. And this is the bottom of our ship, so let's go up top here. I do have construction components. My volume is a little bit high, but let's go right here, because we do have small ship lights. I'm pretty sure we do. No, we have large ships. Let's do something we can do on a small ship that'll look right. Spotlight. Need steel plates? How do I not have steel plates? Oh, that's right, I died. I was like, I should have everything that I need. So let's grab 10 of those, 10 of those, and 10 of those. I don't know what I need, so just getting it all. I didn't even look. So here's the top of our ship. And let's put this puppy right back here. Of course, I grabbed everything but what I needed. Interior plate, but we should be good. Yeah, because it totally works. So what I'll do is I'll turn this off by default. Where's my thing? I don't have a thing to get a hold of the thing. There we go. Okay. Control panel. Spotlight. Spotlight 2. And we'll toggle it off for now. And then we'll go into our sensor and tell it what to do and how to react. So K on this one, we will set up actions, spotlight 2, toggle on, spotlight 2, toggle off. And then I forgot to set up the fact that we need to scroll to the bottom to detect stations. So now the spotlight is off. We get in our ship. And unlock our thing. Oh, that is the top. That's misleading. Okay, so I don't know my own ship. Do you got a problem with that? Please don't have a problem with that. All right, so let's go down here and see if we can get this puppy to turn on. The first thing that we're going to have to do is change our view, because we got to come in for a landing. Notice my view is obscured now because the camera is right where that little block is. Alright, so we are getting close. Forward. Up. There we go. Down. Off. So this will tell you when you're getting close, and you can set that up by going into your sensor area, wherever she's at. And since we have an antenna on this puppy, go to our info, show it in range, control panel, sensor, show on HUD, and now we see our sensor block. And you can fine tune it so that it's just below your little doohickeys right there. which shouldn't be that hard to do, because this is the top. Actually, yeah, this is the top. So top extend would be 5, bottom extend would be 1, right would be maybe 2, maybe 1. Let's go with 1. And let's take our front down to 2 and our back down to 0. So as you can see, that's what changed. I think the lowest you can go is 1. So our front, let's take it down 1 more. Alright, see how the front is right there? So that is effectively what we want. Let's take this to top extend down to 2. Boom, perfect. So you can just finagle it around until you get connected. Go forward a little bit. And then go forward a little bit more. See, the lights came on. We knew we were close. Lights came on. You know you're close. Boom. And you're locked. And that is what you can use those for, detecting stations and whatnot. Now, the last thing that we're going to cover today, I'm just going to jump out and leave that right there. The last thing we're going to cover today is going to be the dun-dun-dun-dun timer block. Timer block. But with the timer block, I think I'm going to go do it in creative. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go have a seat in one of these chairs and be back in a second. Alrighty. So we have a basic setup here. Piston with a little thing on it, or a rotor with a little thing on it, and just a piston all by itself. Then we have the timer block, which is right here. You'll look at the timer block. There's only one spot with this on it. So if you want to set that up, you're going to have to set it up that way. This top looks kind of cool. It's got like little gears and stuff moving in it. However, the interface look like this. All right, it's got a delay here. So when you do something between actions, I believe it's a 5-second delay between actions. So what we're looking for here is set up actions. What I have it doing is reversing the rotor, or reversing the piston, turning the rotor on, reversing the rotor's action, turning the rotor off, and then stopping the timer. So let's see what happens when we start it. Now we got two choices. We can trigger it now, or we can start. So let's go ahead and start it and see what happens on the countdown. It's counting. You can see it blinking. There goes the rotor. About 4 seconds later, 5 seconds later, I believe the piston, then the rotor should kick on. What did it do? Alright, trigger now. Piston came down. Why is that not doing anything, rotor? Alright, let's see. With the rotor, let's turn the rotor on. Alright, so we have, let's try this. See what happens. Start. So to basically count down for a minute there, I guess, yeah. Okay. Trigger now. There goes that. This stopped. I thought it did them all in sequence, but it may not. Let me look at this. Remove from toolbar, remove from toolbar, remove from toolbar, remove from toolbar. And we'll just take this one and we'll go to toggle block on. And we'll see what that does, because this is currently not working. So we'll just go, we'll take it down to 10 seconds, or 3 seconds. That's not what we want to do. Stop. And then we'll trigger now. Okay, it's coming down. Alright, so now we go to stop, and then we go to start, and we'll see what the timer does. It's already turned on. 1, 2, 3. See, it didn't turn that off that time. I love playing around with these things. Trigger action. Go to rotor. Let's turn that rotor off and let's turn it back on. It is currently going clockwise. Our action is to reverse this. That way we have a pretty obvious thing of when it goes. So that'll go down. You know what? I can make this even easier. Let's just put a button on here to start it. Start it and stop it. That would be easy. That would be almost stupid easy. Alright, so set up actions. Button number 1, start. Button number 2, stop. Button number 3, trigger now. Alright, so button number 1. Okay, so it did both actions at the same time. That's what it was. Both action did all those actions at once. Two, 3. Yeah, did both those actions at the exact same time. So let's see what we can do with that. Set up actions, get rid of you, remove from toolbar. Increase delay? I know what to do. Let's try this. 6. And let's set this one up. Set up actions to reverse after 8 seconds. And we'll come back over here and set this one up. Trigger action, remove, trigger now. So actually no, we want it to start, not trigger now. So start. So when we start this one, it'll count for 3 seconds and then activate that, and then this one will count for whatever, how many ever seconds we put in there. I've already forgotten. And let's try that one. We got 1, 2, 3. Down it goes, and then it triggers this one over here, which is blinking. There we go. I guess it was like 8 seconds or something. But effectively, I guess what you can do is set up a series of actions with one of these timers, and then send a pulse over to another timer to set off a second series. Like if you have a sensor. Let's just say you have a sensor. And you know how there's like crazy range in the sensor, you're only allowed to do one thing. You can put the sensor on a timer. When the sensor opens up there, it starts the timer, and just no action when you leave it, and the timer will do your 90 things you want it to do. And then when you like leave the sensor area, you can have it do one of these, and it'll do like the 90 things you want it to do, because it does all of the things at once apparently. See, I thought it did them all in sequence based on the delay. So that totally makes sense to me now, because I was sitting there watching the video and it appeared to me like things were going on sequentially, but I guess they weren't. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. One of the two. I don't know for sure. But the timer block gives us a lot of functionality, and I've been trying to think of a good way to incorporate it into my ship, and in all honesty, I'm drawing a blank. I think the ideal thing that we need to take into consideration with the timer block is things are going to happen all at once. And like if you saw with my ship, when the piston door closes, the ship moves. So you may want to take that into consideration. There are some things that will cause your vessel to move or shudder or whatever, or shift position. And if that's going to affect something else, it's probably not a good idea for you to have it kicking off like crazy. Does that make sense? Boom, there we go. Let's see what this will do for me. Here we go. What are we doing? Hello? Lost in space. Not for real, though. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys stopping by. I got a lot of fun to have with these, with the new stuff that's coming out, or the new things that we just did there. That was pretty cool. Look at that. I didn't think about that. I could do that a million times. All right. And did you notice that the timer block blinked red when we deleted something it was connected to? Did you notice that? That was a nice little shift. Anyways, so I appreciate you guys swinging by. We had a good look at all the mods and stuff. I will let you know this. We've had quite a bit of interest in the Space Engineers that's going on. I'm just watching the Steam community. So if you haven't seriously considered getting this game, I recommend it. It's rare that I recommend a game that is, not ready to be released. It's very rare because every dollar that I make is extremely important to me, as is my integrity as a gamer. When I say this game is all right, I really mean it's all right. It's not worth, running out and buying right away, but if you enjoy that type of game, hey, you go buy it. This is the game that I highly recommend to all my fellow sandbox lovers. This game is so much fun, it's ridiculous. I wish I had more time to play it, but I usually don't. So, and there's like a million zillion things you can do. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. The thing that they showed in the video, I'll link it in the description. Space Engineers have their own YouTube channel, but they made this little tiny ship and put a remote control. It doesn't even have a cockpit on it. It's just a tiny ship, and they fly it around. And it's like big enough for 4 engines and a gun, and that's pretty much it. And it's just like a little drone a little fighter drone that they can run around with. I think it's a brilliant game. It's brilliant. All right, well that's enough gushing from me. I think I'm just gonna fly into space and turn off my inertial dampeners, and I'll talk to you turkeys on the flip side. See ya.